Aloha everyone, my name is Deepa. Welcome to What's for Yoga. Today in our class we will be doing 15 minutes of yoga asanas in prep for 15 minutes of seated and guided meditation. So I sequenced and chose specific asanas to help us sit more comfortably in meditation today. And if you don't know how to meditate, don't worry, you're going to learn today. I have the beginner in mind when I will guide you through today's class. So let's get started. So the only prop I do suggest for today will be either a pillow or a blanket. So just have that nearby. And we'll get started by standing in the center of the mat. So just go ahead and get into your traditional Tadasana. Close the eyes. Begin to line up your ears over your shoulders by gently pulling your head back. Shoulders over the hips. Gently dropping down through the tailbone. Hips over the knees. Gently pulling up through the thighs. And knees over the ankles. Toes are always wide and relaxed. So just start by taking a big deep breath. As you exhale, let go of the day, anything that might have happened already that made you feel stressed or rushed. Begin to slow your breathing down. Starting to breathe more consciously, we'll practice a pranayama technique called the deep abdominal breath. Try to stay connected from the bottoms of the feet to the yoga mat, imagining you're standing right on the earth's surface. Take a nice slow deep breath in through the nose, draw the breath through the third eye, down past the throat and heart, and fill the belly, the hips, and the low back up with your breath, and visualize you're filling a balloon at the base of your spine. On the exhale, the air comes out the nose, and it's like you're slowly pressing the air out of the balloon. Let's try that a couple times. Inhale through the nose, draw the breath through the third eye, down past the throat and heart, fill the belly, the hips, and the low back up with your breath, just like you're filling a balloon. And then exhale out the nose like you're gently squeezing the air out of the balloon. So try that 2 more times on your own. Start to really listen for the breath. Good, let's do it 2 more times. Now as you begin to move through the asanas, continue with that nice deep breath in and out the nose, and make it a little more audible. Make sure you can hear your own breathing. This will help you keep tuned into your body and what you need as we go through the class. It also helps the mind to gently focus inside. We'll start with a roll down to begin to open and warm the spine. Reach down through the fingers, activate your belly button back toward your spine, and inhale as you lift your heart toward the sun. Your eyes look up. Exhale as you drop your chin to your chest. Feel that nice massage through the back of your neck as you begin to roll down, leading with the heavy head, bending the knees softly. Let your arms dangle naturally wherever they fall to the sides, and then rest your chest on your thighs. Inhale. Push the floor away. Begin to stack your vertebrae. Activating your abs to support your back as you come back up. Inhaling, reach down through the fingers, open the heart, look up. Last time, exhale, chin to chest. Nice high lift here by gathering the abs in toward the spine. And then as you come about halfway down, you can start to bend the knees. Keep using the abs to support your back in that rounded C-curve shape. And then release your chest to your thighs and drop your head. Hang here and breathe for a moment. Now inhale and interlace your hands behind your back. Breathing naturally, draw the interlaced hands up toward the back of your head. Now inhale, press the feet down as the hands guide your spine, uncurling the spine back up to Tadasana. The interlaced hands drop below the tailbone, open the chest at the top as you reach your heart again toward the sun. And then exhale, standing in Tadasana position, release the hands and rotate the wrists. So really gentle here through the wrists, just opening up the joint. Keep an eye on the breath. Now go the other direction. Now inhale the arms up by the ears, nice wide arm circles. No crunching in the joint. Keep your belly button drawn in toward your spine. Inhale as the arms come forward, and exhale as the arms go back as much as your flexibility comfortably allows you. Remember, we're just opening the joints, getting that synovial fluid moving. Let's go the other direction. Inhale back, abs are strong. Exhale, release. 2 more times. I'm still feeling the mat beneath my feet, never losing my grounding connection to the earth. Last one, exhaling on the release. Good. Let's turn to the side and go into Surya Namaskar, sun salutation. It's really helpful before you sit for meditation to get your blood moving through the entire body and to open the hips. So go ahead and turn to the side. You're still in Tadasana. Activate belly button back toward your spine and bring your hands to the heart in prayer position, always shoulders down. Inhale your hands up and back, straight up through the center. Open the arms and exhale as you swan dive forward. Softly bend your knees. Inhale, look up, and exhale, step your right leg back into a little lunge with the right knee gently down behind the right hip on the floor. No matter what, make sure your front knee is over the front ankle. Nice wide toes. Gently place your hands one on top of the other on the left thigh. Tone the right glute. Draw the belly in, shoulders down. Inhale, push your thigh away. Reach your heart up toward the sun. Exhale, release. Placing your hands at the heart. Inhale. Exhale as you twist, placing your right elbow on the opposite side of the left leg. Look back over the left elbow. Keep pressing down into the front foot. As you inhale back to center, exhale, firmly place your hands down on the mat and step back into plank. Stay here and breathe for a moment. You're always welcome whenever we go into plank to place your knees down and lift your ankles up. This is a mini plank. If you're in this position or in regular plank, pull the abs and ribs up away from the mat. Take a breath in. Knees down, exhale, stretch out, Bhaktasana. Look between the hands and drop your forearms down. Inhale into upward facing dog. So belly comes down, tailbone goes down, abs pull in to protect the back. As you inhale, lift up only to the lower ribs. Exhale, release. Inhale, push up through plank, nice and strong, and exhale back into downward dog. So go ahead and walk it out here. This is our first downward dog, so you want to stretch it out by pedaling your feet. This helps to warm up the calf muscles and the hamstrings. And gently turn your head if you feel like you're holding tension through the neck. Now come high onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, and really reach your tailbone up by pushing the floor away. I'm really pressing down through my first finger and thumb, belly button to spine. Inhale, lengthen the knees. Exhale, your heels down with your feet in a parallel position. And then inhale, right foot forward, left knee down. This time we'll Draw the belly button to the spine. Nice tone through the left glute as you bring the arms up by the ears. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, release the hands. Step together. Relaxing the chest down over the bent legs. Inhale, uncurl back to the starting position. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Let's do the other side. Inhale, the hands up and back. Listening to the breath. Exhale, swan dive forward. Go ahead and bend the knees so it's easier on your back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, this time left leg steps back into our mini lunge. Knee is gently down behind the hip. Front knee over front ankle. And left glute is strong and toned. Place your hands one on top of the other on the right thigh. Push the thigh away. Lift the heart up. Inhale. Exhale, come back to vertical. Hands at the heart. Twist over the front leg. Just keep breathing. Inhale, the hands back to the heart. Exhale, firmly place your hands into the mat. Inhale into plank. And then exhale, Bhaktesana, stretch out. Look between the hands. Bhujangasana again. Drop the forearms down. Dive the head and chest through the arms. Bring your belly down, straighten your legs, drop your tailbone, lift your abs, and inhale your chest up for cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, push up through plank. And exhale back, downward facing dog. The feet are parallel, about shoulder width apart. This is about 2 fist width apart between the feet. And you're always pressing down through the first finger and thumb. Pull your shoulders back, take a big deep breath, long neck. Now using your abdominal muscles, step the left foot between the hands, right knee gently down. This time arms come up, you can have the hands shoulder width apart. Inhale, lift the heart, and then exhale, release. Step together, keeping the knees bent, drop the chest, and then inhale, unroll back to start. Reverse swan dive the arms, and exhale the hands back to the heart. Take a nice deep breath here. Good. Come back to the center of your mat. So one of the tips that I like to give people in preparation to sit for meditation is to do a balance pose. And this is because it automatically draws all your energy and focus to the very core of your being. It's a really nice way to center yourself in the middle of your day as well. So if you notice that your day is really hectic, a really quick way to get centered, grounded, and balanced is to go into a balance pose. And one of the balance poses that a lot of people know that is very familiar, easy to use, kind of a go-to balance pose is Vrikshasana, the tree. So we're going to do that today. The other benefit of this one is that it opens the hips, which is great for meditation, especially if you sit cross-legged. Okay, so go ahead and shift your weight to the right leg and prep for your pose by turning the left leg out. So you can leave your heel against your shin on the inside of the right shin bone. And you're welcome to leave it here, even in the pose. If you feel too wobbly to draw your leg higher, you're welcome to leave the ball of the foot against the mat. If you would like to try to go a little higher, make sure your belly button is engaged back. Your tailbone is long, and you're strong through your standing leg. I always start by picking a focal point on the floor about 5 or 6 feet in front of me, kind of on the long diagonal. And then when I'm ready, I start to draw the foot up. Maybe the foot is to the inside of the shin bone or the top of the thigh. And if it's at the top of the thigh, try to press the foot, the bottom of the foot and the inner thigh together. This will help you balance. Once again, belly button to spine, so much strength there. And really reach down through your right leg as you inhale your arms up by your ears. So now you can take your gaze straight ahead if you like. Let your heart open, your neck is long. There's no tension in the upper body. You're not trying to touch your ears with your shoulders. Feel the freedom in the upper body. So just like a tree, we have deep, strong unshakable roots, allowing the upper body to grow, extend, even flow, moving in the breeze. Just nice soft breathing there as you try to balance. Allow yourself to move. Balance doesn't have to be completely still. Now go ahead and as we come out of it, we'll bring the hands to the heart first, then release the working leg, then bend the knees. Good. So let's stand in Tadasana before we do the other side. Feel the feet against the mat and listen to your breathing. Shift your weight to the left foot. Turn the right leg out. This is your prep. You're welcome to stay here. Strengthen through the quadricep and the glute. Belly button to spine, tailbone down. Pick a focal point on the floor before you move. Keep everything strong and then lift the leg up to where you feel comfortable. Bottom of the foot to the inner thigh. Just try to press those together, really lifting up through the pelvic floor. Abdomen is strong. You can have the hands at the heart. Or as you reach down through the standing leg, reach up through the arms, keeping the ribs down to match the top of the hips. You're welcome to interlace the hands as long as you don't lift the shoulders. So remember, a lot of trees have roots that don't just go down, they go out. So you want to visualize that for your own energy. You feel your energy moving down to ground you and root you, but also wide to keep you balanced. If you have trouble focusing, try to focus on the floor instead of straight ahead. Focus on the breath. Just listen to it. On your next exhale, bring the hands to the heart first. Then release the working leg, bend the knees. Good, standing in Tadasana. Now go ahead and start to roll down toward the floor. Inhale. Exhale, leading with the head, bend the knees. Let your low back widen and stretch over the thighs. And come down onto the knees. This is where I'm going to get my pillow a little closer so I can reach for it when I'm ready. First, let's open the rotators a little bit. Go ahead and sit on your glutes. If you do need your pillow to do this, grab it now. Otherwise, sitting on the mat, first move the flesh away from the sit bones. Place your left leg in front. So this is just a really nice, easy way to stretch the rotators. This is called easy pose, Sukhasana. Also a wonderful way to sit for meditation. We're going to deepen the stretch by keeping the tailbone connected to the earth, by hinging at the hips with a flat back, so I always keep the abdomen strong, and folding over the legs, deepening the stretch in the rotators. So breathe here. You can go as deep as you want. If you want to lay flat, that's fine too. You can always use your forearms for support, your fists under the forehead, whatever feels good for your level of flexibility is where you want to be. Tune into the breathing. Every cell alive with your breath. It's not only in the lungs. Good. Walk your torso up. Let's switch sides. So now the right leg is in front. Get comfortable there. And when you're ready, walk forward, folding over the legs. And now walk your torso up. Just gently place your hands on top of your legs there. We're going to stretch the neck before we start meditating. So dropping the chin to the chest, breathe through the back of the neck. Now roll your ear to the right shoulder slowly. Right ear, right shoulder, left shoulder gently presses down. If you feel a very tight area, stop and breathe through it. You can use your exhales to release the tension. I always like to visualize the exhales as warmth, just like the sun melting an ice cube. You've got that warm energy melting the tension away from the muscle, away from the body. And now roll the chin back past the sternum. And we'll do left ear to left shoulder as the right shoulder gently presses down. Chin back to sternum. Inhale your head up. Exhale, gently twist to the left. Right hand on the left knee. Inhale past center and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale and exhale to release. Good. So we're going to go ahead and get our pillow or blanket ready and sit for meditation. So I brought my meditation pillow today. Any pillow will work. These tend to be a little bit easier because there's buckwheat kernels inside, so they move with your body. We'll have another video on how to find your most comfortable meditation seat coming very soon. But for now, just to get started, go ahead and sit on whatever you have available. You can even sit on your couch or in a chair, whatever's going to be comfortable for you for about 15 minutes. So you place that under the hips. And then I'm going to go ahead in easy pose. I like to have my left leg in front. It's really up to you. And then when you're on your prop, the idea is that your hips are higher than your knees in this position. Okay, so the knees are comfortably cascading down away from the hips. The hands can be placed on the legs, down or up. And this is where you can begin to lower your eyes toward the floor. Just have a soft opening in the eyes or closing the eyes, whatever feels better for you today. So you're going to start by just tuning in again to that sound of your breath. This is a natural breathing. You're not altering your breath in any way. You're not trying to make it longer. So it's always in and out the nose. Steady, easy. You may start to notice as you begin your breathing and become more aware that you want to adjust or shift your tailbone or your spine. Do what feels most organic and most natural at this point. If you feel your spine wanting to shift, extend more, whatever it is, you can adjust. As you settle back into your seat, we'll begin to focus the mind by using a mantra. A mantra can be seen as an anchor helping to ground your focus. Today we'll try a mantra called Hum Sa. Hum Sa is the natural sound of your breath. So as you listen to your inhale, you may hear the sound hum, H-A-M. And as you listen to your exhale, you may hear the sound S-A, sa. And it means I am that. Hum on the inhale, sa on the exhale. You may have already noticed the mind wanting to conjure up thoughts. Every time you feel that impulse to follow a thought, try instead to notice it and let it go, bringing your attention back to the breath or to the mantra. You can do that as many times as you need to. This is the practice of meditation. You're strengthening your mind to focus. The exercise is in the practice. So just like you're building a muscle, let's say the bicep, training it with a certain exercise and technique, getting the muscle stronger the more you do it. It's the same with the brain, same with the mind. Strengthening our ability to focus through an exercise, through a technique by repetition. Our technique is hum sa. The exercise is bringing the attention back to the mantra as many times as we need to. That is, instead of following the thoughts one after the next. So let's try that. Hum on the inhale, sa on the exhale. Don't worry if you went off on a tangent in the mind, especially in the beginning of learning how to meditate. This happens frequently. The mind is used to the constant thought processes, one thought to another, the thought train. It takes time to anchor and ground and focus on one point. So as many times as you need to, bring your attention back. Hum on the inhale, sa on the exhale. It does help if you try to sit still The mind will react to the body, and the body will react to the mind. If you notice that your thoughts feel really wild and they're trying to take over, and that your eyes happen to be closed, try opening the eyes and just gazing at the floor instead. We're in this habit of laying down in bed at night, closing the eyes, and then everything that happened in the day runs through the mind. So the mind is used to that action in the body of the eyes closing, and that's almost a cue for the mind to start rambling. So we'll try just keeping the eyes a little bit open, gazing toward the floor instead, and see if that helps. Now bringing your awareness back into the body, just go ahead and sway gently side to side. Bring the hands to the heart in the prayer position. Taking a nice easy breath into the heart center. Notice how you feel. What did that do for you today? You can try meditation at any time in the day. It's a wonderful it's a wonderful way to wake up in the morning. It's a wonderful way to, before you go to bed at night. It's also a good thing to do in the middle of your day if you're feeling stressed, to bring yourself back to your center, back to balance. There's a lot more I could tell you about meditation, and we will be soon having a series on meditation called Pillow Talk. But for now, while we still go through our yoga asana classes, you're welcome to use this at any time. You can even add it on to one of the other videos, maybe at the end, a way to finish a practice or a way to start it. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.